Yeah, it's still quite painful of my kidney. I hope by tonight, hopefully can recover or by tomorrow. If not, I really have to go and see the third time doctor in the hospital again. Hopefully not. I don't know why it come back again. It's just come like that. Uh, thanks. Thank you, Wenpei. I just don't know. My colleague was asking whether I can have tuition. I think the only way to numb my pain is to have tuition, to forget the pain. Okay? So that's the best. Okay, and also the drugs make me very drowsy, super drowsy. So if you and halfway asleep, wake me up. Okay, just kidding. Not in. Okay, I gotta start. So we all take turn. Uncle Raymond start first. In the article below, the benefit of and harm of caused by internet and okay, Fiona is in. Okay, I will do my best to teach you all, okay? So I know today I may not be 100% teaching you all, please pardon me. So I need to lie down so that my kidney will not be so painful. So in this article, the benefits of harm and caused by internet are explained. So before I start off, internet is definitely, there's always the advantages and disadvantages. Hi Fiona. Okay, uncle 不舒服哦，我的 kidney 还在痛啊，我刚刚吃 very strong painkiller. Hopefully I can recover lah. If not, I have to go third time emergency again. I don't want to go. Honestly, I don't want to go. I got phobia already. So internet is always the advantages and disadvantages. Internet can help us to do a lot of things. So before you start your comprehension passage, you have to read something like that. To start to read this one first. Okay? To give you some idea what is it. So we all know internet is good or bad. Let's read. As we progress into the 21st century, we take along one of the greatest. What is this word? Oh, okay. One of the greatest icon of the previous century, the internet. Even I sneeze also feel pain. Oh, shit. When the internet came into existence in the late 1900s, it revolutionized the way we did things. Since then, some people have been saying that the internet does more harm than good. I totally disagree. However, I beg to differ in my opinions. The internet has brought about more goods than harm. So the author believed, like me, that internet is good. So from now on, when you're reading your comprehension passage, which is starting from next month, there will be a lot of comprehension passage, right? And I'm telling you why, because we need more practice on this. It's getting tougher. And one of my students told me she's the first time doing summary and she did pretty well. So I know some of you have not started summary writing yet. So this paragraph tells me that, like it or not, internet is here to stay. Last time in 1995 or 93, when I sent an email, the email take 1.5 days to reach my counterpart in US. While I was working in the US company. It took 1.5 days to reach the email. And then when you dial out the Wi-Fi, you have to call or you have to dial out modem. Then you have to get the sound go this, then you know you're locked in. But if the door is that means oh my god, you have to test that. I hate the word try. You have to keep doing it until it's successful, then you lock in, then you can talk to the next person. Now you just simply have the Wi-Fi as long as your Wi-Fi is not down. So this paragraph tells me that internet is unavoidable, you need to have it. And one sentence, so all of you have to do that later on. One sentence to describe this paragraph is we have to embrace internet, whether you like it or not. Second paragraph, you might please. Since you come in late, I want to punish you. If I can joke means I'm still okay a bit. Let's go.
Firstly, the internet has brought us a great amount of convenience. It saves us a tremendous amount of time and effort. Where in the past we would need to personally stand in line and waste an invaluable amount of time, now the internet enables us to complete tasks in the comfort of one spot. We are able to make bank transactions in front of the computer and even order food from the internet instead of spending hours queuing up at a bank and at a fast food restaurant, respectively. We are able to do this anywhere, anytime.
Yes. Once you finish reading, please use your own word to summarize this paragraph and one sentence.
The internet helps us by by saving time for us.
Yeah, one sentence. So that Fiona can email her boyfriend anytime, anywhere, without any obstructions. 对吗？对哦 agree. It's for communication lah. Just say it's for communication. 哎呦，你的脸红了啊，红红的太阳哎。All right, thank you very much. If I can joke, still okay but still pain. All right, so this sentence is telling me that it's the internet bring you convenience 对不对？
It's like also the
chewing
amount.
gum. You
Huh?
eat chewing gum. Are you eating chewing gum?
No.
I catch you. Singapore cannot eat chewing gum. No, actually can eat, but cannot sell. Okay, go.
Also,
But you must know how to keep it. Okay, go.
the amount of information that can be found on the internet is quite limitless. It also helps us save money. We are able to search for information on a whole myriad of things, ranging from the recipe of an apple pie to instructions for learning French. We need not pay for a course on how to learn French or bake apple pies when there are many websites which can aid us.
Yes, in your own words, please.
Oh, the internet can help us save money by helping us to search for things.
One sentence.
The internet has a lot of information which makes things easier for us.
I agree with you. I will say that the internet has a wide range of variety to choose from anything that you want to learn or see. And please, this is very serious. Don't ever type in Google and type this word, how to make a bomb. I'm serious. If you no, Xingyang, I'm serious. Okay, how to make a bomb? You know your IP address can be traced. And you know how we get these people who are terrorists who decided to go to Syria to fight against some of the Muslims, our Muslim friend here. So there is nothing very privacy in Singapore because most of the time we all know how to trace and check. But Xingyang, you everyday type how to make a bomb. On the third or fourth day, people will think down, can I see Mr. Xingyang, please? Let's go to coffee in the police station. So don't anyhow type things. I got one student ask me this question, very funny. Oh, so what happened if I type how to watch a porno video? They say, huh? You know it's porno video, adults movies. Then I asked, why you say that? You know what the other student very cute? He always watch this, I was like, huh? That was many years ago. Fiona, I was shocked, I pretend to say, hey, this porno website very nice. You know what he can tell me? No, Mr. Sean, the other one is better. Huh? What the? So I was like, excuse me. You know what he said to me? Mr. Sean, There's nothing you can stop a person to see anything. True or not? So now you know why your PLD got this what filtering, right? Go for certain website or games, or even the parents protection, something like that, right? Now you know why. Actually, research has shown if you watch this type of terrorist stuff, porno stuff, or all the this stuff or everything, your brain will get deteriorated faster. Okay, and especially those adults that it become a sex criminal. So this is not a good thing. I'm very open to discuss all these type of things because I want the well-being of you all. Because one day if you click and then send it, you know it's beautiful. You know beautiful? Beautiful is guys who love to see children naked and have sex with children underage. Wow, those people are bloody idiots. Okay, there's this word beautiful. Okay, I cannot accept this kind of idiot person. Number 4, Qing Yang.
Furthermore, the internet helps to save space. It's the bookshop, global positioning system, GPS, the out-of-print yellow pages, and encyclopedia, among other search mediums, are rolled into one. We need not own books and encyclopedias, hours of recipe books, and thousands of gadgets anymore. The business section of the yellow pages was made redundant because all we need to do now is to type the name of the shop we are looking for and all the information, including a contact number, will be available. All we need is access to the internet. Everything is online.
Yes, please explain your paragraph.
The internet helps to save space by including all the books and gadgets we need in real life. One sentence is that the internet the internet has enough information.
I wouldn't say enough. I would say if they have overload and plenty of information. Agree?
Yes.
Yeah. It's too overwhelming until you okay, which one? The moment you type Google, say Google search, like say how to bake a strawberry cake. I tell you there will be thousands of search engine coming up, the search website coming up for you. Carry on.
There are plenty of information on the internet which make physical books and gadgets more redundant.
That's all. Thank you. So you see the word encyclopedias. 30 years ago, people who sell encyclopedia from A to Z, wow, they make tons of money. And every time when there's a new version, they will sell you the update versions. You know, can you imagine the salesman go door to door in HDB flat? Hello, do you want to buy a series, a set of encyclopedia for your kids to improve? And do you know most of this encyclopedia is not cheap. It costs from a few hundred to $1,000. And we are talking about in the 1980s. Yeah, in the 1980s or early 1990s or even 1970s. They make tons of money from that. But now encyclopedia who sell books and now it's paperless, environmental friendly. Last time GPS, you need a book, a Singapore dietary book to go and search and then go. So troublesome. And every time the pages are updated because the routes start to change, start to move to different directions. And yellow pages yellow pages are all the telephone directory for everyone in Singapore. So I remember last time I keep collecting the tree. End up the yellow pages 清样 you know what it become? It become 放在桌上放那个鱼骨我们吃饭的时候我们 tear 那个 yellow pages 放在那边 but instead of 那个鱼骨放在那个 table 还是那个 chicken bones 这些we use the paper and put it so that I can clean the table easier. Wow. So they see all these internet has killed a lot of things and create new things. Okay, last one. Number 5, it's just so easy. I say, I read, no, I say, sorry. It's not all rosy though. The internet does bring about some vice. Vice means right now, vice means bad thing. Vice is bad thing. Hey, Wenpei, you don't tell, vice is bad thing. So my vice principal is a bad principal. Don't say that. Vice Principal, Mr. Tan, no wonder you cannot be principal because you are naughty, you are bad. Why? Because I just learned from Uncle Raymond, Vice means naughty, naughty boy. That's it, man. Yes, Jingyang. You want to say something
No,
about Vice
wait.
Principal?
I accidentally opened my mic.
No, you know what? That's what one of my students many years ago said that you were. So that means that's why he cannot be principal, is it? That's why he's a vice principal. Just like vice chairman. Oh, it's a very cute. It's a primary school kids asked me. I can't remember who is there already. I remember that student asked me this. All right. So number 6, can I have Yuan?
Because of the multitude of information out there, there is bound to there is bound to be undesirable information present too. Our children are forced to grow up and learn things that those in the past would not have even heard of till they were older. The age of importance
Sorry, I got a mosquito flying me towards me and spraying it. Okay, explain.
is like because the internet gives so much easy access to information, children will learn about more things that they will be supposed to learn later on in life. So that isn't very good because sometimes they're not ready for the information.
So one day, Yuan, your son asks you, Daddy, or your daughter asks you, how do I come to this world? You don't tell me a bird fly, bring you to the doorstep, ding dong, that is your baby. Then how you tell you? Then your son, maybe, now we also learn humans system, right, in primary 4 or 5 or 6. So your son only 8 years old asks you, or his daughter asks you, Daddy, you earn, what is sperm and egg? How? How did mommy get pregnant? That was 话说从前，在很遥远的地方，有一个仙人给我一个迷津，他就给你妈咪吃了一个仙丹。Fiona, imagine the son say, "Hey, Daddy, cut the crap lah. I really checked on the internet. I just want to test you, Daddy, see whether you give me the correct answer or not." You will be jaw job. What the heck? How the hell you know? Daddy, don't you know that this thing called internet? Then what do you type? How baby comes to this world. Do you watch the video? Apparently, I want to, but because you blocked the video, I can't see. So that's why I come and ask you. 你不要笑哦，很多 underage 的像你们哦 get pregnant, you become a police case 啊！不要笑，这种东西不好玩的哦。Okay, in my teaching life, I've seen that before 啊 ，not nice 啊。你们最好检点一点啊，爱惜自己 self love 啊。Remember last month we talked about change and transformation. You might think 开玩笑，what is sex 啊what is condom all these things 啊 you don't look at it especially girls school 啊，你们的好奇心啊 girls school or boys school 啊 I knew it please. I'm not born last night I born many nights ago Okay, I born at night but not last night So the student asked me also, and there's one best thing, my younger son asked me when we pump petrol kiosk. You know what he asked me? I think 你喝完那个水先，不然等一下你会喷出来。Daddy, what is that? Condom. I was praying that you don't ask me the next question. How does it use? What is the purpose? It used to blow balloon. You know that imagine Fiona, the salesperson stand there and look at me, I look at her. 你看我，我看你，怎么讲？ Then behind got people queuing up, no? You know what I tell him, Qing Yang, son, let's talk about these things when we go home. And Daddy will demonstrate to you. Oh, no lah, don't say that. You all laugh. Do you know in Philippines, they are not allowed to use condoms or preventive or sexual things, anti-abortions. Now we go back to religions. So you see the internet, sometimes if you don't have a proper explanations, discussions, and proper guidance, you lead to a lot of misunderstanding. Seriously. I got a friend who told me, okay, Qing Yang, his father banned him from internet using handphone. The next few weeks later, the father found a used condom in his room. Yeah, your eyes so big, I was like shocked. So 有时候啊，你们要坐下来跟父母亲讲 handphone usage 啊，and laptop 啊，你们要知道，因为啊，如果你们怎么样会这样做哦，你接下来你的后代啊，也是会跟着你啊，对吗？所谓上梁不正下梁歪啊，monkey see monkey do. Okay, so what's your take for this one? You say already, huh?
Which one?
This one just now when you read this, have you say already? No,
No. What is it?
What can you summarize your own words for this
Oh.
paragraph?
We should not let children. We should prevent children access from certain parts of the internet.
One sentence.
The internet has too much information.
Okay. You want the next paragraph again?
As much as it is easier to spread the news like recommending good places to eat on the internet, the negative pieces of news spread like wildfire too. There is now an easy way to spread negative news. With easy access to websites like Stomp and YouTube, people caught in compromising situations can easily be shamed when film and their clips get uploaded on such sites.
Explain, please.
If although it's easy to recommend good places to go to, it's also easy to say bad things about places or people. And it can be embarrassing for the people who own the place.
One sentence.
We should not no. The internet allows negative news to be posted easily.
You know, because of these, a lot of K-pop celebrities, like ladies and guys, because of these rumors, 好像谣言满天飞啊。Then a lot, I know you should know that some of the K-pop singers, celebrities 就是自杀 because of this spreading of rumors. Oh my God, my pain come back again. Very bad. Very bad, very bad. Okay, next paragraph, Qing Yang.
All in all, although there are disadvantages of the internet, they do provide an easy avenue for people to cause more widespread harm because of the wide reach it has. The advantages outweigh the disadvantages. The internet saves time and space, and the amount of information we can find on it is limitless. The possibility to utilize the benefits are simply endless.
Okay, please explain.
Although there are disadvantages of the internet, they provide much more advantages than disadvantages. A sentence is the internet requires you to utilize the benefits to outweigh the disadvantages.
Oh, I like the way you say that. Very good. Wait, I want to put the things side by side for you to do the question. Qing Yang and Yuan. Okay, let's see, can I do it? Oh my God, what happened? That's good. Okay, please do these three questions now. Okay, I hope you can see. What does one of the greatest icons refer to? Line 1 and 2. 16. What does the phrase "I beg to differ" suggest about the writer's views of the internet? That's line 5. And 17. Why was the business sections of the yellow pages made redundant? Please type your answer now. Okay, for those of you who have done, the two ladies, just hold on to it. Because next one, I will not wait for you to give me answer already. If you don't do, that's it. I go and wash my hand first. Okay, have you given me the answer already? I'm so sorry, yeah. The one is the 15 will be the internet. Yes, correct. You and Jin well done. 16 is the writer disagree with the ideas that the internet does more harm than good. Yes, very good. Number 17 is business related information can be found on the internet. So no need the paper already. I just already give you the hint, right? Okay. So far it's 18 already, boys. Wait lah, I haven't finished. You run so fast for what? Okay, this is Peter. Let me explain this one. Very important, the word Peter here. Okay. Now, what is Peter? Write down. P stand for what is the purpose for Mary to say this and for Peter to say this. Just like happen to be Peter also. So the P stand for the purpose, and E is that once you have the purpose, can you explain to me why Mary say this and why Peter say that? And what is the tone? Is it a positive tone for Mary or is it a negative tone for Peter? And the next E is that once you have the purpose, explain with the tone negative or positive. Please give me an evidence or example. Once you have the evidence and example, is it reliable? And this will be helpful for your social study, for your history, for your geography, for anything you want to do, right? Even for your literature. Seriously, this Peter is my acronyms. I use it for donkey years already. Since they started this, I think it's 2015. So it's coming 10 years already. So give 2 pieces of evidence from paragraph 3 to support Mary. Okay, so this is the internet helps me to save money, so it's positive. So what is the purpose that he say that? Then look for a line, paragraph 3, and then and this one give 2 pieces of evidence from paragraph 4 to support Peter's view. It helps to save space too. Wow, so both of them are positive. In my opinion, both of them are positive. But what are the 2 good things about evidence to prove that it's right? Okay, and then because of the internet, the age of innocence shortened. Explain how does it happen. Line 31. Send the answer to everyone. Thank you to gentlemen. Oh, by the way, in June, I told you, right? June, there will be a face-to-face exam again. Okay. This time I'll be essay writing. Okay, paper 1. So if you are planning for holidays, because your CCA there, I'm so sorry. I haven't decided the date yet in June. Oh. What is R again? R is Raymond. Raymond, the very handsome, ugly man. Why you are not happy? After I take your water, pour on your face, ask them for reliability. Okay, is it reliable or not? So Fiona, somebody say, hey, Uncle Raymond damn bloody handsome, no, wow, got six pack, all the girls, 粉丝, all the pretty girl. Then you ask him, what is the purpose you say Uncle Raymond handsome? Can you explain to me why Uncle Raymond handsome? So your tone is very sarcastic tone, right? Can you support me evidence that Uncle Raymond is handsome? Because he got no hair. So is it reliable? Okay, example lah. I say Qin Yang looks like pilots. How you know? Because they put the earpiece on. You know that those are F-15 pilots. But too bad, Qin Yang. You wear spectacle, you cannot be a fighter pilot unless your degrees are very low. Can meh? How many your degree? 200?
200, yeah.
200
Yeah.
I think you go higher, you don't need to be pilot already.
I
see,
don't want
my
to be a pilot anyway.
You don't want
Yeah.
You don't want to serve army
No, as in I don't want to become a pilot anyway.
Oh, why? Then you become the Pirates of the Caribbean 那海的 this is Qin Yang. Give me all your money on the ship. Can you imagine you and the friend? 先生你在拍戏吗？ Okay, joke aside, already done for 19. Once you're done for 19, 19B, what is the writer tones when he makes this comment? The tone is what? Okay, let me read number 18. 18.1 is information such as recipes are freely available on the internet. I agree with your answer, both of you. You don't have 17 yet, no? Okay, I have to go fast, sorry. Then 18B, A2 is language courses are freely available on the internet. And B is the B1, math and business related information can be found on the internet. So no need the books already, no need the paper already. Removing the needs for physical maths and business directories like yellow pages. Correct what? Once everything is on the handphone at the tip of your fingertips, hand, palm, hello, no need to use your hand to finger to fit. You only fit on your handphone, right? So next one, B, B2. Books are available on the internet. They call the e-books. There's a question asked, do you think physical book is better than e-books? There's this essay questions asked about this. Books are available on the internet, removing the need for physical books. Sometimes students told me that last time you say e-books is good lah. You can put 10,000 books inside the e-books, then you can read at your own free times and own comfort. But the bad thing is that once the battery run out, you have to charge lah. And then you also take out resources, right? Electricity is burned by fossil fuels. 19A. Okay, 19A. Children have grown faster due to being exposed to the information available on the internet, including undesirable information that children in the past would not have been exposed to. I repeat, children have grown faster due to being exposed to the information available on the internet, including undesirable information that children in the past would not have been exposed to. So that means 他们成熟比较快啦. Okay. The next one, B, is not a formal tone. The tone, remember, is not formal or what. You can say negative, positive, but the tone right now, B, is sympathetic tone. It's not formal tone. When you do this exam, you must check carefully. That's why you see the tone, right? Remember, the Peter is very, very useful. So you see both of them are happy, right? And the tone will be very sympathetic in the sense that, yeah, now, 很可惜. Why? I don't really agree sympathetic 咧。他说很可怜哦，这些孩子太过早熟了。I won't say it's wrong. It should be not formal lah. It should be very, very casual and relaxed tone saying that, in my opinions. But they say that sympathetic, yeah, possible, because that's how it works on. But it all depends, right? If it's I don't feel that 小孩子比较早熟 more mature is a bad thing. But it's how the children perceive the world as it is. That's my take. Okay, now summary. Let's go. Wenbei, can you read the question, please? Using You're eating can
Yeah.
Thank you.
Using your own words as far as possible, summarize the advantages and disadvantages of the internet, as outlined in the text. Use only information from paragraph 2 to 7 of text bar. Your summary must be in continuous writing, not point form. It must not be longer than 80 words. The words given to help you
Okay.
begin.
So the advantages of internet include. So they want. Yeah, thanks. 可以了，谢谢。文贝 you're lagging You're lagging. So given to you already, this is the advantages. Okay, so you have to start with advantages first. Okay, start here. So there are 80 words. Usually there will be 8 points. Okay. So I always give mark is P stand for points. So 8.8 marks. So you can leave okay, do lifting, I don't care. If you really got no time, language will be 7 marks. So total will be 15 marks. You won't feel if you got all the 8 points, you already got 8 marks already. And then no matter how bad your language is, you will get another 8 plus maybe 3. You will still get 11 marks already. Okay. Yeah. So the paragraph 2 to 7, go and check the advantages and disadvantages. And remember the first line of each paragraph is a hint and the keywords and key sentences to help you to find your advantages and disadvantages. Well, Yuan, Qing Yang, well done. You got 8 points and your language will be 4 marks, total 12. Well done. What's your answer for Yuan? Your answer?
I'm typing.
Okay, thank you, sir. Yuan 那个 passage 有讲到 watch 吗？
Oh wait, yeah, I didn't never.
他没有讲到 take 10 second 对吗？ then 就是错了哦。You want to test me, right? You thought Uncle sick can skip Hey, I still can know 要假 don't play okay. Fiona, how many marks you got for your summary and Wen Pei? 10. So you got not enough point, right? You got how many points? 6 Wen Pei leh? Can't hear you.
Forgot.
Huh? How many marks? Hello, how many marks?
Like, wait, what's the full max?
15.
I think I got like 10.
10. Okay. Your advantages only got 3 points only. Okay. How about disadvantages? Oh, okay, well done, Yuan. You'll get 12 marks also. Well done. Let me read the answer. The advantages of the internet includes conserving times and space. Yes, you have it. And the access to unlimited amount of data. However, the disadvantages of the internet is the presence of unacceptable information, becoming aware of things at an early age. Children are compelled to mature, reducing the time they are innocent. Bad news gets circulated very quickly. People from in embarrassing circumstances may be humiliated when those videos are uploaded to websites like Storm and YouTube, which the public can easily access. Okay, thank you very much. We have completed the whole entire comprehension passage. Fiona, please read this. Thank you, Yuan and Xingyang.
How social can transform the economic? Social transformation means the restructuring of all aspects of life, from culture to social relations, from politics to economy, from the way we think to the way we live. What is social economic transformation? Social economic transformation is commonly defined as a process in which an increasing proportion of economic output and employment are generated by sectors other than agriculture.
So what it means here, this paragraph is that if you all don't want to study hard, then you have to work hard in terms of physical. What I mean by that? So that means you have to work hard. Whether you use your pen to work or use to carry bricks and mop the floor, throw rubbish, clean the table, or sweep the floor, whatever. Or do you want to be an architect, engineers, professor, doctors, teachers, bankers? So if a country were to be full of all these without any professional people, can the country progress? Yeah, of course not. So all the experts and good leadership will be out of the country and go to another countries. So Singapore is about 人才. Okay, we are humans. Because Singapore don't have agriculture to talk about it, not like China, Vietnam, Japan, US, or Britain. All right, so let's carry on. Fiona?
Social change can lead to economic growth in several ways. Increased diversity and inclusion. Social change that promotes diversity and inclusion can lead to increased innovation and creativity, which can drive economic growth. When individuals from diverse backgrounds are included in the workforce, they bring unique perspectives and ideas that can lead to the development of new products and services.
iPhone, iPad, BYD, Xiaomi, drones. This is how it works. And I don't know, in the next 20 years of your life, there will be more product and services that is beyond our imaginations. So far, the biggest invention of this century is the iPhone. Number two,
Improved education and skills training. Social change that prioritizes education and skills training can lead to a more skilled workforce, which can drive economic growth. When individuals are trained in new skills or educated in emerging technologies, they can fill high demand jobs and contribute to the growth of new industries.
confirm. A lot of old jobs is going to be obsolete, 被淘汰了. There are new jobs coming. That's why you all need to learn programming. That's why you need to learn AI, ChatGPT. That's why you see the world has been evolving, changing so fast at the rapid speed of light. That by next moment you wake up next day, there are new things coming. By the next month, people are already ahead of you. Or maybe another 2 months, people discover new products already. So time and tide wait for no man. 一寸光阴一寸金. Last one more point. Then we'll ask you will pay to read number 4. Fiona?
Increased entrepreneurship. Social change that promotes entrepreneurship can lead to the creation of new businesses and industries, which can drive economic growth. When individuals are encouraged and supported in starting their own businesses, they can create jobs, contribute to their local economies, and spur innovation.
Write down this word, spur innovation. Spur means to 启发你的信心跟你的创造跟你的motivation. The word spur is a very nice word to you. It spur your imagination, 就是把推高你的一层的想象力跟 creativities. The word spur is very nice word to use, right? So it's true. Entrepreneurship 就是做老板. A lot of startup. One day maybe who knows, Fiona, Wenpei, Qingyang, and Yuan, you might get sick and tired of working for people, and then you decided to come up new product, new services, because you are well educated enough, you know what you have, and then you say, okay, 我不干了，我自己当老板. So you want to come up new ideas, maybe better products than your previous boss. Number 4, please, Wenpei.
Stronger social safety net. Social change that strengthens social safety net can lead to increased economic stability, which can drive economic growth. When individuals have access to basic necessities such as healthcare, housing, and food, they are more likely to be able to participate fully in the economy and contribute to its growth.
Okay. I sent something to you. Please go and do research on this. This one is called the Marshall theory. That means there are 5 levels. If you are going for A-level, poly, or university, you will have to learn this Marshall theory. This theory is about this guy was so genius in the 1900s. He came out with this idea about what is a social needs. The very basic needs that everyone wants to have is housing, job, and food. And no, housing, food, and shelter. And shelter is housing. Housing, shelter, and of course, clothing. That's the basic needs. If a country cannot, that's why they say 丰衣足食啊，它不是丰食足食，还是丰屋子足食，是丰衣足食。Everyone need to be clothed based on their levels of the weather in the countries, right? So number 4 tells you that social safety nets, you will learn this in Sec 3 and Sec 4. And if you are doing political science and social science, then you know these are important. Because in a society, they are break into the rich, the poor, you name it. Okay, and people who, what you call, are super rich, why they still do donation, why do they take care of the families or others and do volunteer work? Wow, that's still a lot. They got a lot. I don't know I can take it or not. Sorry, Okay, never mind. I'll do my best. I will not try. Okay, number 5, please. Wenbei.
Greater civic engagement. Social change that promotes greater civic engagement can lead to stronger and more stable communities, which can drive economic growth. When individuals are engaged in their communities and have a voice in decision-making processes, they are more likely to invest in their local economies and work together to build thriving communities.
You see, that's why we are, in this country, we are multi-racial, multi-religions, and we don't say the Indian and the Malays are no good, the Chinese is good, or the Chinese are lousy, the Malay Indians are good. No, we use the word 一视同仁. Everyone's are on the equal footing. Whether you like it or not, this is my country that allow every citizens, regardless of race, language, or religions, as you read this in the pledge, that we have everyone's given an opportunity to shine here. No, there are other countries, they don't different. In other countries, they don't practice this. They have been practicing their own things hundreds of years ago. So it's totally different. Last one, summary, please. Okay.
Summary: social change that promotes diversity, education, entrepreneurship, social safety net, and civic engagement that can lead to economic growth by creating a more skilled, innovative, and engaged workforce, promoting the creation of new businesses and industries, and building stronger and more stable communities.
接下来的你们现在是13岁哦，接下来的多15年，你们就是28岁。所以这个社会会怎么变呢？是靠你们的那双手跟那个头脑去创造一个新的天地。So what I want to say is that the next 20 years of your future, 15 years to 20 years of your life, Singapore, how they transform or the world transform, will always, I believe, will always based on technology as this thing called paradigm shift. Whether you like it or not, this shift will be inevitable and you have to embrace it. You have to continue to follow the footsteps. If you are weak enough, then sorry. You can see some people earn tons of money because day and night they work hard for it. So if you think study is so mandate, so boring, then you get ready to prepare to have less salary. Okay, so this is what I must tell you. So you realize the economy, society, and environment. Thank you, Wenpei, for your reading. So sustainability is in the center of these 3 circles, right? Society is where we are now living. Economy is where how much you can study, how much you can earn. But sometimes you affect environment. We know recently Dubai, the whole cities are flooded because they do cloud seeding for rain. And what happened to the environment? See, they lost millions and millions of dollars. They're going to build the economy, but they are not worried because Dubai is a super rich country with a lot of oil. But they want to put the cloud seeding of rains because the country is so super hot. So they overdo it. Then end up becomes flooding very serious. If you watch TikTok and some news, you know. You can type now Dubai having a flood or something like that. Okay, a catastrophe of Dubai's. Okay, so these three circles, take note. Sometimes in your English project or history project, same thing. If these three are not together, no sustainability, the country will go to war. So this is our social responsibility. The impact, charity, goals and growth, partnership, ethics, and ecology. So we all know this one. By 2030, all of you will be going to go through this process called the Green Plan of Singapore. Okay. Okay, sorry, let's move on now. How climate change impacts the economy. This is a very hot topic, because like it or not, in your secondary school life, you will come across an essay like that, a comprehension passage like that, a visual graphic text like that, anything. Let's go, Qing Yang.
The fourth National Climate Assessment, published in 2018, warned that if we do not curb greenhouse gas emissions and start to adapt, climate change could seriously disrupt the US economy. Warmer temperatures, sea level rise, and extreme weather will damage property and critical infrastructure, impact human health and productivity, and negatively affect sectors such as agriculture, forestry, fisheries, and tourism. The demand for energy will increase as power generation becomes less reliable and water supplies will be stressed. Damage to other countries around the globe will also affect US's business through disruption in trade and supply chains.
It's not just US, it's around the whole entire world. You see, if this one is cracked and then only a few plants, human need food and water. This is the most essential. That's why the Marshall theory, go and read that. Very useful, that one. Okay. So this is the things that we need to take note. It's now affecting a lot of countries, including Singapore. You can see sometimes Singapore here are very hot or very cold or drought, not drought, so hot weather, then people get stroke, sick. This is something we need to take note. That's why this one you talk about social, because of everyone gets sick, everyone unhealthy, then you affect the economy of Singapore. Right. Thank you. Yeah, Yuan.
A recent report examined how climate change could affect 22 different sectors of the economy under two different scenarios. If global temperatures rose 2.8 degrees Celsius from pre-industrial levels by 2100, and if they increased by 4.5 degrees Celsius, the study projected that if the higher temperature scenario prevails, climate change impacts on these 22 sectors could cost the US $520 billion each year. If we can keep to 2.8 degrees Celsius, it will cost $224 billion less. In any case, the US stands to suffer large economic losses due to climate change, second only to India, according to another study. We are already seeing the economic impacts of the changing climate. According to Morgan Stanley, climate disasters have cost North America $415 billion in the last 3 years, much of that due to wildfires and hurricanes.
Oh my goodness. By 2100, I think you and me die already. Oh, so it's your children and your grandchildren. We save all of you. And 2000, I think you all are no more in this surface of the earth. Maybe if you can survive, it's already 100 years old or so. Wow, 4.5 degrees. Are you going to let your next generation, 3 generations to suffer? Seriously. It's very high, now already so hot already. Can you imagine? And then you look at this picture here. Flooding, Fiona. Flooding is Southeast Texas for hurricane. Let's do this one.
2017,
No, sorry,
Tex-
this is not good.
In 2017, Texas estimated losses from Hurricane Harvey was $125 billion. Hurricane Sandy caused about $71 billion of damages in 2012. And while it's not yet possible to directly link the climate change to hurricanes, warmer temperatures and higher sea levels are known to enhance their intensity and destructiveness.
Very funny, the people staying in Texas, USA, knowing that there will be a hurricane, and why they are still there to stay there, and why can't they add something to it? Seriously, Texas in US is one of the biggest states in United States of America. Just wondering, how come they cannot do anything, man? Let's go.
Science,
One more. Kara.
Science advances also gives us more detailed spatial information to say which assets and operations are in harm's way with climate change. For example, say just how many buildings will be inundated due to sea level rise, said climatologist Bradley Horton.
So don't believe, you go and watch the Dubai flooding, you will understand what I meant. Just you will know what I mean by that. Very scary. Wow. You want your turn again?
For example, it's not just whether a building is underwater or not, he said. What's important are the harder to define things, like when does societal risk perception shift? It may be that buildings lose their value before the water actually arrives, once people realize that eventually the water is going to arrive. We need deeper thinking about the interconnection between physical and social systems. Here are some of the many ways that climate change will likely affect our economy, both directly and indirectly.
So look at Dubai, the flooding. They don't have proper drainage system. They don't expect the flood to be so serious until the whole entire place was really become apocalyptic. That is like the end of the world. This apocalypse is like saying that that's it, 完蛋了. It's a 天灾. Just like last 2 years, right? There was this city or state in China. They were very heavily flooded. Was it Guangzhou or Suzhou or Shenzhen or Guizhou? I can't remember which part. They were highly flooded. Wow. So 这个是人造的吗？还是天造的呢？Agriculture, you want?
Agriculture. The sector most vulnerable to climate risk is agriculture. Environmental economist Jeffrey Hill, a professor in the Columbia Business School, explained that although agriculture makes up a fairly small part of the total US economy, locally, these effects could be big. There are about a dozen states in the Midwest that are very dependent on agriculture, and they could take quite a big hit. They already have.
Okay, stop. You are coughing already. I saw you drink the 枇杷膏 stick. Then you see drink now. 自己喝尽量不要 share 这个叫做兄弟。你看，不要讲你了。Okay, so you see, agriculture is very important, not just to these states. They are not only the Midwest, but it's throughout the world. If you don't have enough food to go around, a hungry man is an angry man. They already have extreme rainfall events have increased 37%. And 1950 and this year, the regions have experienced above, wow, getting worse. Then how come the government is not doing anything? You know that this hurricane will cause more devastation. See? Look at it. Oh my God. Nebraska 2019 flood. Because US is a very nice country, a beautiful scenery. But because of this, you see, make the country like, oh my God, chaotic. Jinya.
Many fields have washed away and livestock have drowned. Nebraska alone lost $440 million worth of cattle, and as of March, Iowa had suffered $1.6 billion in losses. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration expects the coming months to bring even more flooding, which could impact our food supply. To date, farmers have only planted 67% of their own corn crop, compared to last June, when they had planted 96%. This lost yield could cause prices for animal feed and ethanol to rise and potentially disrupt marketplaces at home and abroad. As a result of climate change impacts, the Midwest is projected to lose up to 25% of its current corn and soybean yield by 2050.
Uh-oh, we're gonna have a food shortage surprise. Okay. The food shortage supplies will not only impact US, but if this were the big country like US, China will be affected as well. So scientists are looking to ways to stop the floodings because it will affect, remember, it will affect this one. These three things, right? I told you, right? If this thing cannot work, these two will be greatly affected. So in your essay, in future set 3, set 4, you're writing, these are three, like 那个《三国演义》啊，刘备、张飞跟关羽。Next paragraph, Qing Yang.
In addition to flooding, increased heat and drought will likely reduce crop yields. According to a 2011 National Academy of Sciences report, for every degree Celsius the global thermostat rises, there will be a 5 to 15% decrease in overall crop production. Many commodity crops such as corn, soybean, wheat, rice, cotton, and oats do not grow well above certain temperature thresholds. In addition, crops will be affected by less availability of water and groundwater, increased pests and weeds, and fire risk. And as farmers struggle to stay afloat by finding ways to adapt to changing conditions, prices will likely increase and be passed along to consumers.
This paragraph, guys, you all take geography, right? This paragraph is related to your physical environment geography, as well as tourism geography, as well as physical tourists, and also affect your other which part of geography? What you are learning now, Qing Yang? Geography.
We're learning about water.
Then just nice. This one. You need water, or crops need water. Remember your primary school science. Need sunlight, waters, warmth, and rich mineral salts. Good fertile soil. Okay, back to you, Wenpei.
Much of our society's critical infrastructure is at risk of flooding. Sea levels rise could potentially cause a loss of values of assets in the trillions of dollars, probably anywhere from $2 to $5 trillion by the end of the century. That yield, that loss from damage to housing, damage to airports on the coast, damage to docks, the railway line that runs up and down the East Coast, all of which is within a few feet of sea level. Damage to 1 to 95, which runs along the coast, I-95. And that's just the East Coast. If you take a global perspective, this is repeated around the world. Much of this infrastructure will likely need to be repaired or replaced.
So instead of the money give to the poor, build better infrastructure or build more better defense equipment, the money now is going to put on this to repair, to replace, to rework, to restructure, to reconstruct. Wow, it takes time there. Where else the money can use for other purposes, but now they have to do this whole thing. It's a price to pay for it. Okay, thank you. Next paragraph, Wenpei.
Military bases are also vulnerable. According to a 2016 report published by the Center for Climate and Security Policy Institute, sea level rise could flood parts of military bases along the east and Gulf Coast for up to 3 months a year as soon as 2050. Inland military installations near rivers are also vulnerable because they can overflow with heavy precipitation, which is expected to become more common as the atmosphere warms. Extreme weather will necessitate more maintenance and repair for runways and roads, infrastructure and equipment.
How? You see? Because what you read just now, you see, because of climate change, it affects a lot of things. So the military base, so enemy can attack them anytime because all the military personnel soldiers are deployed to save or maybe to stop the flooding or to help to clear out all the debris, help the people who are homeless to build this. So instead of their main job to protect the country, now they are doing this. So you might give the enemy a chance to secretly attack them. So that's what I meant. Thank you, Fiona, please.
In addition, our communication systems will be affected. A 2018 study found that over 4,000 miles of fiber optic cable, as well as data centers, traffic exchanges, and termination points, the lifeblood of the global information network, are at risk from sea level rise. According to NOAA's sea level rise projections, this infrastructure could be underwater by 2033 because most of it is buried along highways and coastlines. When it was built 25 years ago, climate change was not as certain. So while the cables are water resistant, they are not waterproof. New York, Miami, and Seattle, and large service providers, including CenturyLink, Interlinquent, and AT&T, are most at risk. Threats to the internet infrastructure could have huge implications for businesses in the US.
Now you know why every time when you take your daddy car or you take a bus, then you see people digging on the ground, the construction, they will say laying cables, network cables, whatever cables. So now you understand Singapore really put in a lot of efforts and time to improve the infrastructures of the internet. So 25 years ago when they put this, they did not expect the climate change so badly that will affect the fiber optic. So sometimes you see you cannot, your Wi-Fi is not doing well, hang. This is got to do with the fiber optic underground or under the seabeds that suddenly they are being distorted by earthquake, by tsunami, by anything. So very sad. It's all humans. Instead of doing that, it end up being all right. My turn to read. If temperatures rise from 4.5 degrees by 2090, oh my God, 9,300 more people will die in American cities due to the rise of heat. The annual losses associated with extreme temperature-related death along are projected. Wow, so much. So these are Aedes mosquito, dengue, the Zika. So because of climate change, the weather is hot, they will produce this kind of parasite and kill us even faster. We already so tired and so stressed because of not enough water, not enough food, and hurricane, natural disaster, and now with this thing come and attack us, wow. Increasing warmth and precipitations will also add to the rise of waterborne and foodborne diseases and allergies, as per the proliferations of insects that spread diseases like Zika. While west now river is at Egypt. This is your geography aspect. Dengue and Lyme disease into new territories. Extreme weather and climate-related natural disaster can be exacerbated mental health issue. Wow, that means it's not only accelerated, and we also the most vulnerable populations. I see elderly children and low income. You see, now you understand why you need to work hard for it. And communities of colors, which is different race, will affect my health. So this the dengue mosquito don't say, I will bite the white people or the black people or the Chinese or what. As long as you have human blood, they go and suck. The more we read, we're getting very scared. How? If you don't take care of the environment will take care of you. Temperatures extremes are also projected to cause the loss of 2 billion stable hours each year. Right? Instead of doing something good, improves quality, now you end up like that, resulting in the 160 billions of lost wages. Because of heat exposure, productivity in the southeast and southern Great Plains regions is expected to decline by 3%, and some countries southeast of Texas and Florida will lose more than 6% of labor hours each year by 2100. By 2100. According to 24, this one, okay, this one never mind. We talk about, okay, pause. Still how much? Oh, that's quite a fair bit, a lot. Let's talk about tourism. And how can tourism affect us? Back to you, Qing Yang.
$2 billion could be lost in winter recreation due to less snow and ice. For example, rapid warming in the Adirondack Mountains could decimate the winter activity sector, which makes up 30% of the local economy. In addition, as water temperatures increase, water quality could suffer due to more frequent and more intense algae blooms, which can be toxic, thus curtailing recreational water activities and freshwater fishing. More frequent and severe wildfires will worsen air quality and discourage tourism. Sea level rise could submerge small islands and coastal areas, while deforestation and its destructive impacts on biodiversity could make some tourist destinations less attractive.
Yeah, like for example, people want to visit Venice, Bangkok, or even some cities like Taj Mahal. Because of the climate changes, they are now making the Taj Mahal to be, the whole buildings getting tarnished, algae attack, bacteria attack, and then slowly the Taj Mahal is because of a lot of human, right? So they produce some, heat or whatever to create the place to be not good anymore, because people like to visit all these 7 wonders, tourist attraction. But now, if you are going to a place every time flood, tsunami, earthquake, like Taiwan recently, right? They got earthquake. And who even if you 送我去，我都不敢去啊。The earthquake nearly killed 2 Singaporeans, is it? Or I'm not sure they found the 2 Singaporeans or not. Fiona?
Climate change and its impacts across the globe will threaten the bottom line of businesses in a variety of ways. The frequency and intensity of extreme weather, both in the US and in other countries, can damage factories, supply chain operations, and other infrastructure, and disrupt transport. Drought will make water more expensive, which will likely affect the cost of raw materials and production. Climate volatility may force companies to deal with uncertainty in the price of resources for production, energy, transport, and insurance. And some products could become more obsolete or lose their market, such as equipment related to coal mining or skiing in an area that no longer has snow.
So like the Alps mountain in Italy, so is it Italy? This is your geography subjects. Then you realize now because of climate change, there's no snow, people will not go and ski. People ski there because there's snow, the weather is good, cooling. But because of climate change and affect the economy, so socially the people who do business there also get affected. Then it affected the whole entire community. That is a big impact. You don't look at these small things. Next one.
Whether in the US or abroad, new regulations such as carbon pricing and subsidies that favor of subsidies
Subsidize or subsidies, okay. Subsidize, sorry.
subsidize that favor a competitor may affect a business's bottom line. A company's reputation could also suffer if it's seen as doing something that hurts the environment. And investors and stakeholders are increasingly worried about the potential for stranded assets, those that become prematurely obsolete or fall out of favor and must be recorded as a loss, such as fossil fuels that many believe should stay in the ground or real estate in a newly designed floodplain.
So imagine that Orchard Road, every time flooding, and then the place is not good for tourists to come. Definitely that's it. Or the Malayan in the Marina Bay Sand there. If the waters are polluted and the Clarke Quay and the Boat Quay are polluted with all the stinky stuff, the tourists or even our humans, I mean, our Singaporean would not want to go there also. Scary, yeah. Next one. Last this one. Yuan, can you read? You okay?
Yes. In 2018, the Carbon Disclosure Project asked more than 7,000 companies to assess their financial risk from climate change. The CDP found that unless they took preemptive measures, 215 of the world's 500 biggest companies could lose an estimated $1 trillion due to climate change, beginning within 5 years. For example, Alphabet, Google's parent company, will likely have to deal with rising cooling costs for its data center. Hitachi Limited's suppliers in Southeast Asia could be disrupted by increased rainfall and flooding. Some companies have already been impacted by climate change-related losses. Western Digital Technologies, maker of hard disks, suffered enormous losses in 2011 after flooding in Thailand disrupted its production.
So now you know why Singapore is free from natural disaster, well structured and well placed, well strategic. So everyone like to come here. In fact, 20, 30 years ago, like Western D is a hard disk maker, was very popular in Singapore. But now because of the standard of living, the cost of labor is so expensive, they decided to move to Thailand, to Philippines, to Malaysia, to even Vietnam. But you don't forget, these countries do have natural disaster, except Malaysia. Malaysia, I don't think so far have any earthquake. Still got so much. Oh my God. Oh, that's a lot then. I don't think we can finish all of it. Never mind. We'll finish one part at a time. So, Qing Yang, were you able to read this? PG&E?
PG&E became liable for fire damages and had to file for bankruptcy after its power line sparked California's deadliest wildfire last fall, and GE cost its investors $193 billion between 2015 and 2018 because it overestimated demand for natural gas and underestimated the transition to renewable energy.
That remind me, Qing Yang, that our Indonesia country, our neighbor country, they burn and slash and to burn the crops. And then the haze start to shift to us. Then during the haze period, wow, everyone cannot breathe, cannot work because of this. And then most people were asthma deficit. So this is, and the Indonesian government might want to find this company for slash and burn instead of using a proper way to take away the old crops and replant again. But they don't care because slash and burn is the faster way. It's the cheapest way. But in other words, they affect the other people's well-being. Next paragraph, please.
The movement away from fossil fuels will have a big impact which could affect banks and investment firms that have relationships with the fossil fuel industry, said here. For example, the stock market value of the US coal industry in 2011 was something like $37 billion. Today it's about $2 billion. So anybody that lent a lot of money to the coal industry 10 years back will be in trouble. One of the things worrying those in the financial field is that this could happen to the oil and gas industry. So people who have invested in them or lent money to them are potentially at risk.
Uh-oh. Bad news, bad news. So what should we do? So this is something that we need to do by, okay, well, I wanted to stop here. I suddenly feel very drowsy with it. Wait, but we still haven't finished, So what we're going to do with this type of things, like stock market, just like if you are studying history in Sec 3, you will know that Great Depressions in 1928, this have caused all these things, and that's why when the stock market crash, a lot of business will go down. You affect socially and economically, and as well as environmental. And what happened? It's war. People will go and take all the resources as much as possible. So this one, social economists talk about why we need to maintain a good social, enough money to 未雨绸缪 to save for rainy days to help. Just like during the COVID-19, the Singapore government has spent billions of dollars to give to the people in Singapore so that they can survive through this hard time. It's just like now the US, the coal industry, why? Because of climate change. Because of this climate change, it affects a lot of industry. But life still goes on. That's what it means. But we have to find an alternative to make it better. That is your job, children. Your job is to do that now. I know we all give you the shit, but I'm so sorry. So you have to do something. If not, it become more shit coming out and people cannot survive in the real world. So we'll stop here. At the same time, this one, please go and make some sentences if you can. If you're done already, thank you very much. Because next week I'll be giving you a test on this one. So I might ask you to type in, I will choose antisocial. So within 1 minute, you must give me the sentence. But if you're done, this is fine. Okay, this passage done already. Okay, so take note of this one. Okay, this is a prefixes. Very useful in comprehension passage. Okay, seriously. And this is an essay. Some of you done already, right? Why you need a degree? Okay. Of course, if you're not done, next week is the last week to handle your homework. Okay. And 10 creative sentences and prefixes. All right. So that is the homework. Do you think getting a degree in your life is important? Use FISPOC. And of course, you start with your introductions using this one. Create an atmosphere or using an interesting sentence like FISPOC, fables or idioms to help you to why. The pen is mightier than the sword. So therefore, taking a degree is very important. Motivating statement, go and Google it and put some interesting phrases inside. Then suspend to the next paragraph. Okay, how you continue second and third paragraph. And then of course the conclusions, yes. Right, the conclusion. Yeah, the conclusion is very important. Right? Then what is the conclusion? You end your story with a moral statement. Why a degree is important to me. Explain and link back to the title. Organize your train of thoughts. All right. Give reader a good impression of your story. To end up your conclusion about your why it is important to have a degree and add in a free spot if you can. And conclusion, do not give 2 or 3 sentences. 5 to 7 sentences is the best. Okay. 5 to 7 sentences. Right. Don't give me 3 to 4 sentences. It will be too short. Okay, very short like that. All right. So we will stop here. Where is my this? Okay. I got to go and take my medicine again. Well, in the meanwhile, please, guys, if you can, I think you got WA2 coming out, right? So you got WA2, right? So please study your tests first. And then once you finish all the tests, then do my homework, okay? Don't worry, you guys have been good.